Hard Knocks episode 2 just dropped. Let's talk about it. Hello, everyone. My name is Derek, and welcome back to Detroit Lions Syndicate. You already know what we do on this channel. We talk all things about the Detroit Lions, so subscribe if that's your type of thing. Today, we are going to go over the episode 2 recap for the Detroit Lions. So the first thing I want to say is the Detroit Lions, we talked about wins and losses and that the preseason means nothing. It does in the sense of win and losses, but as I've said before, losing sucks, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. So the episode starts off with an old Detroit commercial, and they talked about hope. That was the big thing of the commercials, and they had a funny moment when they said that the Lions were trying their best. Now, I was born in 1979. If those commercials are after that, I don't really remember them. And then Dan Campbell did a 2-minute drill. He had the offense do a 2-minute drill in which they scored a touchdown. That ended with a golf to Amon-Ra St. Brown touchdown. He also said, we know that he's been given Josh Reynolds a ton of nicknames. He had a nickname for him in training camp, and his nickname today was Big Smooth, the Serpent of Death. That was Josh Reynolds' nickname from Dan Campbell. What I like that Dan Campbell did is he said that the Detroit Lions, he wants his players to know that they are never out of it, and I think that's a fantastic kind of thing for a coach to project, that you're never out of it. Now we're going to talk about, we go to Malcolm Rodriguez. His nickname is Rodrigo. He said a lot of people on the team didn't even know his last name was Rodriguez, and that they are buying stock in Rodriguez. Now, here's probably my favorite part of the entire episode. The linebacker coach, Kelvin Shepard, absolutely obliterated the linebacker room, ripping these gentlemen up, completely annihilating everyone but Malcolm Rodriguez. He said, and he had Malcolm point out what round he was drafted in. And he said, no, I'm not trying to disrespect you, Malcolm, but tell these people what round you were drafted in. Because he said that there was somebody that said they had been there for 5 years and they've never seen a linebacker play like Malcolm Rodriguez. So it was very, very, it was just crazy to see how he was laying into them. So that was a fantastic thing. Now we're going to we went to Swift. And this was also I enjoyed this part as well, that Deuce Staley is trying to get, he said he wants to get DeAndre Swift to believe that he is special, that he is the best running back in the league. And he said that he has to get him to believe it is. And then we saw later when Swift was running on that opening drive that he just lacked the confidence. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because of the past 2 seasons. Remember, he dropped his first game as a Detroit Lion. He dropped what would have been a game-winning touchdown pass from Matthew Stafford. Maybe his confidence has been shook from that point. But Deuce Staley is, I think it would be Coach Campbell, and then Deuce Staley is the second. I love this guy. Absolutely stoked to have him as part as the coaching staff. When it comes to, he also told Swift to finish it and be greedy. And then they brought in Barry Sanders. And I just got to say this. We have to repair the rift with Calvin Johnson. I know Calvin Johnson is staying firm. He will not budge. He wants all his $1.3 million. But it was so good to have Barry around, and it would be so great. And I think Calvin could do so much for the young wide receivers that we have. So then Dan Campbell said what he loves about Aidan Hutchinson, and I love this, is that he speaks without his mouth. And that is absolutely fantastic. And Hutch said that he doesn't like to talk much. He likes to show and actions speak louder than words. So then we go to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now, I got to take a moment, and I'm going to deviate real quick because I want to share something with y'all. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he used the word, I can't say, but he said that it was a spitty draft. And he mentioned that he broke the Lions rookie receiving and yardage record. And we knew that he knew about all 16 receivers taken before him, but he can name all 16 taken before him. And I'm just going to deviate just a little bit. I love this team. I love this team. I love how gritty they are. I'm a big, big component of from the dirt and working my way up. And I just got to say that a lot of you know that I have an issue with a particular individual that's on YouTube. And I don't want to make this about drama, but I love this team, man. And everything that I heard resonated with me today, that this team is given nothing. We have to go take it. I didn't join forces with a big digital platform. I don't ever bail on my teammates like this other individual has done. So that's my issue with that particular individual. He bailed on his teammates. He's all about himself. And I don't understand how you could represent the Detroit Lions and you're always about yourself and you are about what you can get. That's not what our team is made of. So that's why you see me coming so hard. That's what the Y for yes and for no is about. It is me coming from the dirt, not having any handouts, not having anything given to me, but taking it. Okay, and I'm coming for, I want to be the best. I want to be, no disrespect to these other guys, but I want to be the best talking Detroit Lions. If you're not going to take notice, I'm going to make you notice, right? And I love that. And I just wanted to get that off my chest because I felt as I was watching this episode, I felt compelled. I said, you know what? Let's talk about it, Derek. So I'm telling you right now, I want to be the best doing this. That's just what I've always been driven. So when Amon-Ra St. Brown started talking, I really related to that. So let's talk about it, man. Let's keep this thing rolling. So he talked about why he does 202 catches from the jugs machine. He said that it was a guy that was just catching everything when he was a child, and his father asked his dad, how many balls does he catch every day? And he said 200. So he said, okay, I got to up that. So Amon-Ra, every day after practice, catches 202 balls. Then they went on and they talked about his dad. And sometimes when you see dads like that, you wonder, man, these guys are really hard on their kids, but they show some flashbacks of Amon-Ra and his brother working out, and these guys are cut. His dad he is a two-time Mr. Universe, so this guy doesn't play any games. And his dad pointed out, he said he would love to ask Kevin Durant, how many times has he done a calf raise because of the injuries that Kevin Durant has had. Then we go to Aaron Glenn. Aaron Glenn gets in front of the room of the Lions, and he tells them that he respect them. He respect what they do, and he respect that they out on the field, and that it's time for a change. And he said, you have to feel like, he started asking people, players, when they played in college, did they think, how many games did they win and lose? And did they think they were going to win every game? And he said, yes. And he said, this is what the change needs to come with the Detroit Lions, that you have to think that you're going to win every game. And I love that because as Lions fans, we knew when the false start or the delay of game was not called for Justin Tucker. We knew, I said it in my stream, I said, we about to lose. We know that as Lions fans, we have a feeling that we're going to lose every game. How can we lose this game? And I love what he said. He said, no, you're going to win every game. That's what he wanted to convey to these men. Then they talked about Blau and his wife, and we saw last year, Melissa, his wife wants to prepare for the Olympics, and that was good. A lot of support from his wife. And then Dan tells a story about him and Jason Witten, and how Jason, a guy went down when he was in Dallas. The tight ends were dropping like flies, and that he had to lace up. And he said, one thing that I want you guys, I will lose my stuff if I see you kind of slacking and looking around and not ready to support your teammates and go in. That's the one thing that's really going to drive him crazy. Then they showed the preseason game, and I was there. It was a great time. I was there with my son, and it was a fantastic time. And they showed what Aidan was doing. They showed his family, and it was so cool to see his mom and sisters and dad. Very intense. And I think that this is going to be a big year for Swift. Going back to Swift real quick from the beginning, DeAndre Swift, he has to get confidence. He lacks it. You can tell. Deuce Staley said, stop trying to do too much. He was supposed to go in the middle. I guess he cut it outside, and Deuce Staley leaned into them. And you can tell that DeAndre Swift lacks that confidence, but I think he's gonna ball out this year. I really, truly believe that DeAndre Swift has a potential to be a home run hitter every time he touches the ball, and I love that. Now they flash to Malcolm Rodriguez. Malcolm Rodriguez is going to be a absolute beast. His second contract is going to be a big deal, flying all over the field, making tackles, and don't be surprised if you see him in the first team offense or defense. We've been talking about that for a little while, just trying to see how long I've been going. All right, so now this was tough for me to watch. David David Blau did like a speech, and he was like, these guys, the city of Detroit, they want to see us win. This is what they came. Let's end this thing. Let's kneel down. Let's get these kneel downs. And then directly after that was the fumble, and you could see just how hard it was on David Blau. And that's what I fast forwarded to the beginning when I said that even though it's a preseason games and wins and loss, they don't matter as far as the record. It's tough. And I was telling you guys after the game, I said losing sucks. I don't care if it's a preseason game or whatever. And David Blau was really hurt with that loss. It was really hard on him. His wife was devastated. You could see the tears in her eyes starting to well up. But what I love is that from Dan Campbell to all the coaches to Jared, particularly Jared Goff showed a lot of support for David Blau. He said, look, man, he said, I need you. He said, we need you, bro. So like, it's all right. You gotta shake it off because we need you. It's going to be all right. And I love to see that from Jared Goff. And then we go into Dan Campbell. We wrap up the episode, and Dan Campbell just let him have it. He said, listen, we lost this game, and some of it was our fault. We lost the game. It was our own fault. And he said, we have to fix the little things. We have to trust our teammates. And what I love that he said, too, is he said, we don't have to be here next week. We just have to continue to have an upward trajectory. And I absolutely love that about Dan Campbell. And that was the end of the episode. Then they ended the episode with showing I think it was a coach and his son. He woke his son up to go because he wanted to go to work with him, and he took him to work, and he was razzing. And then here's Jamal Williams. He said, what do you call James Bond taking a bath? He said, Bubble 07. I literally laughed out loud. It's the funniest thing of the episode. So there's the recap of Hard Knocks. We have gone over 12 minutes. Like I said, these are the only videos that will go over 12 minutes. But I love this team. I love what this team represents. And like I said, you all know what's going on, man. You're not blind, and I just said to myself, you know what? It's time to let it be known. I want to be the best, and my team wants to be the best. And these guys are going to fight for each other, and that's something that I will always do. So if you want to know what was going on, that's what was going on. There is no love there, and for me, it is about being the best while remembering where I came from, and that's what I'm always going to do. So that's it. That's my recap of Hard Knocks. I'm not trying to start any drama. I'm over that. What I'm trying to tell y'all is that this team it represents me, and I will never turn my back on my teammates. I will never put myself above my teammates. I will never, ever do that. I'm all about the team and raising the team up. You will never see that from me, and that's what the issue is that person is all about themselves, has always been about themselves. But I'm sure you guys see it. So I want to be the best, and I'm telling you right now that I want to come and I want to pass that person without the help of Chat Sports. I want to do it on my own. I want to do it because that's what I'm built like Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's what I'm saying. So anyway, I just got to say, David Blau, come on, man. You got to fill out the shirt, bro. We had the same shirt. You got to fill it out, big dog. So I'm on my way to the gym. Listen, you guys are awesome, bro. Take care of yourself. We are coming up on the second preseason game, and I think that this team is going to show some resiliency from last week. And I really appreciate you guys helping me and rocking with me. I really didn't know where this channel was going to take me, and you guys have really shown support, and I really do appreciate that. So you take care of yourself. Preseason is here. The Lions are playing on Saturday. Don't forget 1 o'clock, and I'll see you in the next one. And as always, go Lions.